For most of us, living in and around Carthage means being able to live a healthy and happy life, connected with friends and family. We find peace, comfort, and security here. Others in our community are less fortunate. Some struggle with mental and physical disabilities. Many are simply trying to get back on their feet. Carthage Area United Way enables us to reach out to others less fortunate and make a difference in our own community. Our focus is on education, financial stability, and health, because these are the building blocks for a good quality of life. Let's take a look at a few examples of how your contribution to United Way will help folks in and around Carthage. Special Olympics provides competitive sports opportunities for adults and children with intellectual disabilities. Anyone who has ever attended the opening ceremony of a Special Olympics is immediately overwhelmed by the enthusiasm and pageantry, the lighting of the flame, the raising of the flag, a rousing call to end discrimination against those who are different. All athletes recite this oath: "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt."
With Special Olympics, they're out there trying, doing their best, making smiles, making people happy, and trying.
The way they treated the athletes, it was amazing. I mean, you felt like you were at the real Olympics, the World Games.
The expressions on the athletes' faces when they're competing and after they've competed and when they're getting medals, it says it all. And so the support is greatly needed to keep this an ongoing thing. It would just be a real tragedy if it ever had to stop.
Camp Quality is a summer camping experience and year-round support program for children with cancer and other childhood diseases. At Camp Quality, the children find joy and new courage and renewed hope for the future. They are free to be themselves, free to be kids again, capable of more than they may have dreamed possible.
Every dime that we get means the world to us. We couldn't, while we're passionate about giving our time and being with these kids and spending the week with them, none of this is possible without the donations that we receive.
What, did they ask to have cancer? Nobody asked to have cancer. They come to camp knowing that they're not going to be made fun of by other kids. They come to camp, they can take their wigs off, they can take their prosthetic leg off, they can just come and have fun for the whole week, knowing that they're among their peers. They're therapy for them. Matter of fact, I walked by a group of older children, 13 to 18, and they were sitting there talking about their therapy, their chemotherapy, what it's done to them, and the group session that they had themselves was therapy enough. That's what camp's all about.
Christopher Cooley passed away, I believe, 8 years ago. He was a kid that nothing bothered him. He was sitting there with cancer dying, and he was telling his parents, "I'll be okay. This is what's supposed to happen." It's hard sometimes because you lose some. You'll never forget them.
And it really can put into perspective in a hurry the things that we worry about as adults and how insignificant they are.
Cerebral Palsy of Tri-County, Missouri assists children ages 6 months to 5 years old who suffer from cerebral palsy and other developmental disabilities. The center helps prepare children for public school and to understand that they are not alone. The center also loans the kind of equipment that most of us pray we will never need, like crutches and small wheelchairs.
When Joseph was about 6 months old, I knew that developmentally there was something wrong. And then I was told by the therapist at the hospital of the CP Center and of First Steps and all the avenues that there were, because I didn't know anything about him.
He wasn't mobile, he wasn't walking or crawling or anything, and since then he's progressed into using the reverse walker. And when we started here, they got us set up with speech therapies. He started getting more physical therapy. We didn't have to work around our work schedules. They actually come here and do everything with him. They helped us so much with getting the equipment. I wouldn't even know where to start trying to get everything. So it's been a blessing having them to help us. For him to be able to come here and do physical therapy, He's progressed so much with having all the extra equipment, and it's just an advantage for them.
I think it's very important to help anybody out, but especially kids like this, because there's no other avenues for them.
If you can and all give, these children are so worth it.
The Carthage Crisis Center helps people in our community who are going through rough times get the everyday things that most of us take for granted, like beds for their children, a simple kitchen table, bags of groceries, or baby formula.
I ain't know anybody up here. I mean, it wasn't so much as scared or afraid, it was just a new environment. I didn't know anyone. Only thing I had on my back was my shirt, my shorts, and my shoes. Then the police brought me here. I've been doing spot jobs, filling out applications and everything. So then I can eventually get my own place, because that's what this is all about right here. Helping you get on your feet. This is just like a stepping stone. It helps you build your confidence, your character, and your place in society.
Brian Bisbee was the first person I met right out of jail, and went over and did an interview with him. He kind of told me the pros and cons of the place and the rules, and pretty much said, you're more than welcome to stay here. We'll help you get back on the right track if you're willing to help yourself, and then just don't break any of the rules. Basically, the Carthage Crisis Center was there, and the people that ran it, the Bisbees, were there when no one else was there for me. I was able to take the advice that was given to me and kind of apply it in today's society. Because without that, I could almost give you 100% that I wouldn't be traveling the path that I am today.
These people will help you. They don't look at your past. They want to see you go places. They want to see you get ahead instead of just stand behind like the rest of them.
Lafayette House provides safe shelter, counseling, social services, childcare, and other support to women and children who are victims of physical abuse, emotional abuse, or sexual assault. Women and children who live in constant fear, with no other place to go and no one to turn to.
The abuse didn't start till about a month or two after we got together. I left, but there was no place for me to go. So I went back, and every time it just got worse. If there wasn't a Lafayette House, where would they go? If family wouldn't help them, they'd be on the street. They'd have to be looking over their shoulders. Without a Lafayette House or some kind of shelter to go to where they know that they're safe, to get their heads together, go to classes. They need to learn to take back their control, and that's what Lafayette teaches them. I am my own person. I make my own decisions. That's the difference between before and now.
Children's Mercy Hospital and clinics in Kansas City are dedicated to helping sick and injured children. Some from our own community receive the highest possible level of medical care available today. For children with life-threatening conditions and diseases, Children's Mercy can be a lifesaver.
When Aubrey was born, she was born a beautiful baby girl. We were excited, thought everything was fine. Sadly, the next day we found out that there were some problems. They immediately told us that there was probably a possibility that she was facing some major surgeries in the near future. They also told us that most likely all that would be handled at Children's Mercy Hospital. Aubrey is now a healthy young little girl. She swims, she rides bikes, she runs with her brothers. You know, there's not a day goes by that she's not out playing. She's done very well. I think it's real important that the people of the community do realize that this money does go for good, and that it can come right back here. It's like in our case, and day to day there are people in need, and if you're given to your community, it will be spent here on those people. They come around every year and hand out the cards. I fill it out because I think it's very important. There's a lot of programs that need our help, and everybody should give.
Hello, I'm Wayne Wilson, 2010 campaign chairman. Carthage Area United Way is among the most trusted and respected charitable organizations in our region. Local volunteers make sure your money is strategically spent to meet specific needs in our community, and all collected funds go to Carthage area programs. Thousands of men, women, teenagers, and children, folks you may never meet, thank you. Your United Way contribution will provide help, hope, opportunity, and positive change in the lives of those in need right here in your own hometown. Every one of the organizations you've seen today, and many more, need your donations now. This year especially, when times are tough, let's prove that our community is proud to live united.
Small town communities are always more helpful in donating money and giving their time.
Every dime that we get means the world to us.
You should give and help out. It'd be a great thing. And come and help and volunteer.
With every bit that comes in, we appreciate it, and it helps build a morality around him. And with that, we just thank you so very much.
Make a donation today. Volunteer your time at one of our local agencies, or become an advocate and let your voice be heard. We need your help, now more than ever before.
Thank you a lot for supporting us, and we're looking forward to doing it again next time.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.